Alright, we are back at it. Oh. How do I get out of here? What? How do I get out of this room? Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, figured out how to get out of here. Now. Where's our little treader? It's right there. Almost done with this field here. Started this earlier today. Oh. I hope there's still a worker in that. Maybe. Let's see. There's indeed not a worker in this thing. What? Excuse me? Oh my god. Alright, let me just switch to it real quick. There we go. Oh. What? What's talking about? What happened here? There we go. Get me out of there. I don't know what was going on. I also offloaded like the tiniest bit of peas. For what reason? I don't know. But just dropped off. That's right, we got a tornado warning when we left earlier this afternoon. So, that's going to be great. I'll see it. Sky looks alright. Not sure. Not sure. We are looking for that goal of 30 followers, actually. Not 25. 30. Let's see. Come on, man. Why is this doing this? Nope, don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. As I'm waiting for the next. They're full. Oh, they're full. That's why, because I didn't unload the whole dang thing. I'm like, what in the world? Trying to figure out my whispers here. The app on the phone for Twitch is not great. Let me tell you. It's not that great. You better not be sitting there being like, oh, I'm done. The hell you are. It might be full, though. Okay. Do. Fill her on up, baby. There we go. We're chilling, good. Okay. Man, that mail truck is flying, bro. Flying. I got a little more energy than I did earlier today. Got a nap in with my daughter today. So, yeah. Hopefully my mod comes in. Depends on the kind of day she has. She's a busy person. We shall see. But, you know, he is what it is. We're trying a new kind of game on the channel tonight. I know there's a lot of people that stream Farm Sim, but I don't care. It's fun for me. Whether people show up or not, I still get to play the damn game. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I don't know if she's gonna... That's not everything, right? Oh my god! Damn! Now that can't be everything, right? We still got a bunch over here, don't we? Let me see. Could swear, right? Yeah. Yeah, look at all this. We ain't done with this field yet. Got plenty. Plenty. We will be doing the cultivating. What are you doing? You got all those tiniest little... Really? That's what you're gonna do now? Man, I tell you what. Can't find good help no more. What we could probably do while they're trying to figure out their life here, is probably hop in the other tractor, get the cultivator set up on there, get the GPS going, and you know what I mean? But before that, I'm going to try to figure this out real quick. I got to try to send a message out here. If I can figure that out. Know what I mean? Nope. I don't know how to look at this stuff on the app. Here we go. Do 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 do. Boop boop do ba do ba do ba do boop boop ba boop. Skibba do ba do ba do boop boop ba do boop 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 boop. Alright, they're not anywhere near full right now. So alright. Figured out what I need to figure out. Now we're gonna hook up this cultivator, get the cultivating, get this field going. Oh, it's all the way back there. I'll just drive forward to it. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Just have to keep an eye on notification, keep looking at them, see when they're full. Because don't know what the heck they're doing over there. I'm going to turn on steering assist. Okay. That going, this going, and boom. We are cultivating. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh man. Hey, yep. Coming in good, coming in good. We got harvester over there going. Yep, still moving. That's good. We chilling. We are chilling. What'd I say this field was? Like 16 acres? Something like that? I don't know how great they were at figuring out the acreage for... wow, they're flying. No way they're harvesting right now. What are they doing? Absolutely flying. Alright. Just gonna follow this up around over here. Oh yeah. Got plenty. Yeah, I think they're going around picking up all the scraps. They gotta pick up the most important stuff here, the bulk here. Alright, pick up that cultivator. We'll turn around here in a ditch. We'll head back on the other side of the field. Try not to bother them. Oh yeah. It's like we know what we're doing. Now there is a seeder as direct drill, but I don't have a tractor that can pull that. So I mean, this fully upgraded might be able to. I don't know. I gotta check, but 6M's doing its job right now, exactly what I need it to do. So, I just don't know if we're doing chickens or cows or pigs. Pigs are actually profitable in this game now. The last farm sim, they were useless, pretty much. Not really profitable. Spend more money trying to raise them up than make back. Feed them and such. They are good for that slurry though too. So pigs, I mean, they create the slurry. They also, once of age, they reproduce. They what do you call it? Yeah, they become worth something, which is nice. Are they full? I think they're full. I hope that's full and not done, because then I gotta sit there and figure out why they're not cultivating, harvesting the whole field. Oh yeah, at some point I gotta get some peeps on here to play with me. Be a lot more fun with more people, that's for sure. Alright, they are full, that's why they stopped, that's good. Looks like they're back on track to be getting the bulk here, which is nice, because that's what we want. We don't care about the tiny little scraps so much. We just want the bulk. Want the majority of it, because this crop was here. This is not a crop we planted. And we need to make our money, because we've got to pay for this machine and then try to make profit too. Make it worth it. Drop off the peas. And if you made it this far, thank you. 16 minutes into the video, a little bit more than 16 minutes. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you. I appreciate you. Think about giving a follow. It'd be nice. Oh, man. It's a pretty relaxing game, to be honest. We're still on our path here. Activate the lane. Good to go. I don't know how much we can get done before they get full again, but I'd like to go down and back up first. Try to actually get some decent work done here. Yeah, we're trying to plow those right in the ground. Don't care about tiny little scraps. Useless to us. I hope my audio is coming in good. I know this game uses a lot. That might be why. I think I might have to switch game, man. Audio is probably cutting in and out. Almost guaranteed at this point. Dang, man, that's why I need to get a PC. I gotta double check this because that's what's happening. Let's see here. Trying to see if the audio check. No, it actually sounds pretty good. I don't know. Why won't anybody tell me why I'm out here cultivating this field? Hey, you got new Wi-Fi? That's what's good. Awesome. I was just doing an audio check, basically. Make sure that I'm not cutting in and out because there is a lot to this game that could make things lag and not go well. So if anything goes awry, just let me know. We're out here cultivating. I'm going to start a little new series. Obviously, you know, Friday night is going to be the horror games. Yeah, when you're dropping internet, that's a problem. And not even just for like this kind of stuff, but when you're doing your schoolwork and stuff and your internet stops working, like that's gotta be terrible. But we're trying something new here on the channel, some farm sim. And gonna try to make a little bit of a series out of this. Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything without Wi-Fi. Everything's connected to the internet these days. But yeah, we're going to try this new series of Farm Sim. See how it goes. A little different than the norm. Big news though. So we actually have to finish Unmourned this week. Sooner than later because Necrophysis, I pre-ordered it, is coming out this week. So You obviously remember Scorn, so quitting drug dealing. Well, I told you I just didn't really want to. Like that would make sense for me to play if like GTA was a main thing that I played on here, and like Thief Simulator, Drug Dealing Simulator, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I like sim games for sure. This is probably my favorite sim game. And I think that we're going to take this channel in a direction of sim games and horror games. A little bit of mixture of the both of the worlds. But yeah, we need to finish out Unmourned so that we can get into Necropolis as soon as that drops. So what I'm thinking is tomorrow night we hop on Unmourned and finish that up. So that we can be ready for Necropolis come Friday. And then be back on this on Thursday. That's what I'm thinking. You know me, plans may change, but that's what I'm thinking. Oh, I gotta empty that, just leave that run, that's fine. Gotta empty this harvester out. It's such a big harvester and doesn't hold, like, anything. But we're working our way. We're going to try to get some piggies going tonight. Little piglets. We're on hard economy. And, I think the goal for the series is going to be having $100 million in the bank. Can we create a $100 million farming business? So it'll be a nice, long, ongoing series. Some decent growth of the farm. It's our quaint little farmyard over here, a little farmhouse. Kind of a barn dominion type deal. And I think, don't quote me on this, I believe, because I want Farm Sim to kind of be a little bit bigger of a part of this channel too. Now, I believe there is a map in Argentina in Farm Sim 25. So, if that indeed is there, we're going to do the Argentina map because, well, you know. You know better than anybody. Oh, man. Yeah, so I think it's a smaller map. I mean, this map isn't, like, crazy big. It might be around the same size, or it might be, like, this half size. Because if you know anything about the states in the United States, they're freaking, some of them are really big. This is a Minnesota map. So, I don't know if Minnesota's known for peas or what, but that's what was on this field when we bought it. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're going to do the Argentina map for sure. Okay. I'm probably going to have to offload that harvester by the time I get back down again. Love this GPS feature too. So for a long time in Farm Sim, PC players had access to a feature like this, and console players like me did not. So, yeah, to do everything manual, try to keep a straight line manually, which on much bigger fields than this is kind of difficult. And I mean, this is like a medium-sized field, I guess. But, yeah, on like a freaking 60, 70, 80 acre field, it's freaking tough to maintain a straight line the whole time because imperfections. You don't know you have a bicycle. Listen, I think there's bicycles in this game. Alright, here we go. So, if we do the Argentina map, you're going to help me in the character creation, because this game you can do women. And we are going to make sure that we have a bicycle as a vehicle. That's going to be our only, like, non-tractor working vehicle. We're going to have a bicycle. Did I park this right in my own way? Yes, I did. Sorry, I need to use it right now anyway. It'll be your farm. You be the boss. Gotta make 100 million on this one first, though. Okay. Oh, they should be on their last pass. That's what's good. They do have that there. I wonder if they're gonna go get it, but I don't know. Exactly. We'll build the farm up how you want to build it, boss. And you'll be the first of many, if people do enjoy the farm sim content, that we will incorporate at least one follower. They have to be a follower. One follower to basically be the boss of the farm, and they get to tell me what to do, and how to build, and what to buy, and I think that'll be fun. It's not going to be every time, but when we get the itch, so to speak. Alright, we're just going to go back down because I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing. Okay, they're turning around. I got to see if they're going to come grab... Where is it? It's over here. They're gonna come grab that or not, or what the heck they're doing. I don't know what the heck they're doing. So my lifelong dream has always been to actually have my own farm. If I had one field this size, if I had this exact property like this, it's all I'd need. I'd be so happy. What are they doing here? I don't know. They're trying to get all the tiny little scraps. I don't know. I think they're done. You're done, bro. You're done. Give me this. Alright, we're gonna go down and pick up that big section that they missed. Can I go to the window? Yes, I absolutely can. Alright, is that a little bit better? Better at all? Oh, is that why people are leaving? Can't hear me. Got it, got it. You are very welcome. So I turned up the mic, turned down the game volume, and that should be good now. Yeah, I was thinking about that. This game does get pretty loud. I had to turn my headset down just to hear myself a little bit. Okay. Grab this. Okay. Pipe out. Now we gotta go run down and get our tractor. It's quiet now. Nice and quiet right now. I hear the birds. Apparently a mosquito. Speaking of birds, so my bird feeder I bought while I'm walking here. Squirrels are attacking the hell out of this thing. Like, I went to the doctor this morning about my thumb, which, update on that, I'm on workman's comp for at least another 3 weeks. Which is why I decided that we're going to go back to streaming every single night instead of the regular schedule that's going to happen. So that's going to be on hold for a second. But, came back from the doctor and these 2 fat squirrels on my bird feeder. Yeah, 3 more weeks. So I've been out since January 17th. And, I just need a little bit more occupational therapy. Yeah, I'm going to be out almost another month. So... But hey, I get to stream every single night for the next 3 weeks. I can't wait to get rid of this machine. I leased it. It's costing us so much. You've never seen a squirrel before? There's no... You don't have, like, squirrels or anything like that in Argentina? What kind of rodent wildlife type critters do you have? I know you gotta have something other than mice. Like, everywhere has mice. I'm pretty sure. Alright, we're gonna dump this off. And before we get to cultivating like crazy, we're gonna get rid of that machine. And sell off these freaking peas, which I don't know why I just turned that off. I need to move this out of the way. Seems like a good spot for it. Okay. We need to return this monstrosity. Okay. And now we're going to go sell off these peas. Try to make some money back. So let's take a look. See here. And we need to make more than $53,100 to make renting that machine and doing all of that worth it. I don't know why I got such a long chassis truck, but whatever. Ooh, long trailer. Whoopsies. Okay. There we go. Argentinian Spirit, it's a bird. Oh, so it's like your equivalent to our pigeons or something. Got 75,000 liters of peas to go get rid of. I'll go right up to the farmer's market for this. Want to say, yeah, we're good on the tip side. Filling up with our old International here. This is a modded trailer. It's a 5,000 bushel trailer. So it does hold a decent amount. Almost there. Too many birds. Too many Argentinian parrots. Capybaras. Yeah, but capybaras are freaking adorable. Oh, we're doing this without. Okay, there we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're not in a good spot. We might be in trouble. Okay, okay. Oh, don't honk at me. Do you want your peas or not? Oh my goodness. That was sketchy. Alright. And then we'll get that field all cultivated up. Shouldn't take too long. And then, the exciting part of getting it planted into the ground, fertilized up. At least I think it's exciting. Up to the farmer's market here. Alright, we're going to see if we can... Oh gosh. We're going to see if we can swing all the way around this building or not. Might be tight. Try to zoom out. Might be able to do it, no problem actually. They got a pretty decent driveway here. Oh, we're on the rocks. We are on the rocks. Okay. Alright, we gotta make more than we spent. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, money's going up. That's good. Oh, I guess it has to be on in order for it to dump. That makes sense, I guess. Money is going up. So that first little stint was 10.6? You parking. Are you able to drive a car? Do you have a license of sorts? Oh wow, we're making a lot more than I thought actually. Okay. No? Oh my goodness. Driving dirty. Alright, good. We made plenty more than we spent. That's good. Alright, we'll head back on down to the farm, get this all cultivated. I wish I could play the music, but I'm pretty sure that the music in this game is copyright, so it's off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we're good. Oh boy, alright. We gotta wait for them to pass here. Just stopped on a dime somehow. We gotta swing it wide into the farm here. Hopefully nobody behind us is about to try to go past. Oh! Oh, it's the ditch again. Ugh. This trailer and that ditch are not gonna be friends. So, surprisingly, actually in America, there's places that at 14 have people driving. Just gonna pull this on the grass again, out of the way, because it's such a long trailer. That seems pretty good for me right now. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Now, yeah, there are some states at 14 you can get your permit. I personally think that's a bit young to be driving and such. But hey, I mean they've been doing it for a long time. Where I am, you have to be 16. 16 to get your permit, 17 to get your restricted license, and then 18, you get unrestricted license, and then obviously 21 to drink. I think it's 26 to rent a car. Yeah. 18 or older? Okay. So yeah, what I would love for America to adopt is the driving test standard that the UK has in order to get a driver's license. Because people here cannot drive. I don't know how they got a license, but they should not be on the road. They are absolutely a massive hazard. Every day that I drive my car, it's like, how did you manage to get a driver's license? Like the other day, I was going through a parking lot, and a lady got in her van and proceeded to start backing up without looking in her mirrors and almost backed into me. Why don't you check your mirrors? Why aren't you turning your head to look out the back window? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, look, I have mirrors here in this tractor. Nice. Oh, look at that. I can turn just like a real person. But 18 or older, I mean, look, I kind of agree with that a bit, but you also got to remember, like, here, it's the second that you legally are able to work, employers want you to work yourself to literal death, and then if you could somehow get revived and continue working, they'll still try to force you to work. Like, there's employers here that won't even let you have off if a family member passes away, or you know, your wife or girlfriend is in the hospital about to give birth. You can have somebody just teach you how to drive that's not a professional teacher and go take the test. That's crazy. That's almost less than here. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long. It's always faster if the player does it than the worker. And right now, we have nothing else that we could be doing, so we're going to be doing the work. Eventually, when we do get another field, which I'm thinking probably the one right behind us there, I don't know how much it costs, but that's when we'll be hiring workers to do one thing while we do another. Wage payment. Why? I still had to pay somebody? Weird. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, for a long time, the U.S. was just handing out commercial driver's license for big tractor trailers to anybody like they were candy. Any and everybody could just get a CDL. They have cracked down a bit, which is nice. I think that's a good thing. Before I forget, other news, big news. Okay, so I don't want to break it like just abruptly, okay? But I took a nap with my daughter today. Okay. My wife came home early from work. She wasn't feeling well, sinus infection type deal. And she woke me up with showing me a positive pregnancy test. Gonna have a new baby come February-ish, February, March. Your father's not patient. Yeah. Well, I try to be a patient dad. Why, thank you. Thank you so much. You heard it here first. I wanted to break it out on stream, but I didn't want to do it without you being here. And I did stream this. I started this earlier today, just to get a feeler. Also, to be fair, I was kind of bored earlier after the doctor's appointment. But, yeah. And obviously, I'm a gamer. I am obsessed with Resident Evil. So, my wife named our daughter, and I got to pick out 2 names. One for a boy, one for a girl. And we're going to either have a Leon or an Alice. So, I can't wait to find out. I try to be a good dad, you know. That's why I also, like, you know me, when I stream during the day, I make it known, like, hey, my little girl is here, she's priority. If I have to stop midstream and you know, take a break from the game for a bit to take care of her, like, I'm gonna do that. Yes, I do remember telling you now. Yes. So, it's gonna be awesome. Coincidentally, extremely high chance that this child is blonde. My daughter came out, she's blonde. So Leon would make great sense. The only downfall, he would not have straight hair, I don't believe. My wife is kind of curly wavy, and I am pretty curly hair. If I shave my head for the sake of the fact that I don't like heat. And it's summer now here, so my head is shaved. A 0 with the buzzer. But when I grow it out, like, I could grow an afro. It's so curly. It's insane. I just choose not to. I've always cut my hair short. It's less maintenance. It also is less conditioner and shampoo. So, man, this game can be really peaceful at times. It's just relaxing. Look at that. Look at that view. Let's even get a first-person point of view of that. Not as good. There we go. Man. I do gotta say, so here's the thing about me is, when I was growing up, my father, he missed a lot of me, and I have 3 older sisters. He missed a lot of me and my sisters' lives. So the things that he never missed, I had 2 sisters that were in marching band in high school. He never missed anything that they did for that. And then I had another sister, she played field hockey at one point, and then she was in color guard, like the stuff with the flag twirling and the wooden guns and things like that. And he never missed that. I played football, American football, and lacrosse. He never missed a game. But he worked a full-time job, and then he would also take on side jobs. So my father would work some days, some weeks, 18 hours a day, you know, just so that he could provide a good life for his family. You know, it was him, my mom, and my 3 sisters and myself, so 6 of us. And, you know, I think it was the upbringing of my mom and my sisters that made me have that, I guess, bit of a softer side, a little bit more of a, you know, caring side. I mean, my father, he's a military man. My mother was also in the military. However, there are other items in my life that are my own belief, my own outview on life and society and the world and how things are, and I just see how a lot of young girls are, young women are, and then you come to find out like they did not have a good relationship with their father. And I'm not saying all, like not all people who don't have a good relationship with one or the other or both parents, turn out doing crazy wild stuff or bad things or like that, but there's a lot of them that do. um, I just want to make sure that I give my all to my children, so that when they are grown and out on their own, that they can give their all to themselves and believe in themselves and love themselves. Because I think that's the most important thing in life, is to make sure that you love yourself. You know? And you know what it is. Sometimes we get deep on this channel. That's how it is. We talk about life. We play some fun games. We have a good time out here. It's a safe place to talk about whatever you want to talk about. There's no judgment passed in this live stream. Anybody that comes in here is more than welcome to speak about anything, to talk about anything. Safe place here. No judgment. But yeah, loving yourself above everything else, like you have to. And I'm Christian, so I mean, I don't want to get into religious conversations with people necessarily, because listen, people stream and do podcasts and things specifically for that type of content. But I am a Christian, so I put, it goes, Jesus, myself, and everybody else, and not in a selfish manner. But you have, like, the way I view it is, how can you love anyone else, whether it be a partner or a family member, one of your children, if you don't love yourself first? You have to love who you are in order to be able to give other people what they deserve. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really appreciate, what you said, and I try to be the best dad I can be. Nobody's perfect. You better try. You better try, because you deserve it. You deserve good things. I can tell over the course of the past few months, since, you came in here and you become my mom and hanging out every night, that you're a good person. You really are. Got a half hour or so on this tractor already. Not bad, considering I haven't done really anything with it other than just cultivating. Then we're going to get a layer of fertilizer down. We're going to fast forward a day, which I'm planning on 1 day months, just for the sake of speeding up the process a little bit. Don't want to be, stuck in 1 month for freaking 5 streams here. I don't have enough to do on this farm to do that. But we're going to finish this out, fast forward, because it is getting late in this day here. It's 4:30 in game. And then we'll get, the following morning, we'll get fertilizer down, get it planted up. And, actually, I think there's fertilizer in my seeder. Yeah, there is. But I don't know how far it's going to last, so I have the extra tank on there for seed, but can't do additional for fertilizer at the same time, I believe. I haven't, if I can, I haven't figured it out. But it's a good looking tractor. 6M. The 6M large version. And then our little 710 that we have. Oops. Turned off cruise control. See, now, it's, I would say it's fine, because you can take things from that, right, and kind of mold your own true self out of it, and, you know, I mean, look, I'm not going to say one way or the other about what's good, what's bad. I feel like we all kind of know morally what is good and bad to do in life, or to accept, and things of that matter. But like, if he has such an impact, you can take things and be like, okay, sure, it can have an impact on me, but am I going to be that? Am I going to allow it to affect my decision making? You know, what have you. So it really depends on what you decide to do with the information presented in front of you. You know, whether it be things he says to you, or does, or whatnot. I mean, I hope he's not, like, doing anything to you. That would be terrible. But, you know, it depends on what you feel as a person of your own beliefs, and what you're going to absorb, and what you are going to push further away from you. Long story short, it's like, what kind of person do I want to be? What portions of this am I going to take to be part of me, and what portions am I going to kind of, you know, throw in the trash? That's not going to be me. And you just got to make that decision as an adult, that's all. There's not a single person on this planet that can tell you how to be a person. I know that sounds kind of weird and redundant, sort of, but there's nobody that can tell you how to be you, is what I should say. You're the only one that can form that at the end of the day. You know, trust me, there's a lot of things that my dad did that were not great. But I love my father. He's a good man. But he made mistakes, as we all do. For a long time, I held it against him. But I learned to let go. There's a lot of things in life that you just can't hold on to, or they'll eat you alive. You know, and you also kind of you have to want to have that kind of relationship. And I know, like you're saying, you do, but you gotta kind of want to have that with your dad in the first place. For it to work. So you already have step one down. We are almost done with this field. Hell yeah. Beautiful trotter. Now, I believe that you and your dad can find a good place again. So I wonder why I hopped on State of Decay 2 and my audio was shot. But on this, where there's a lot more information than that game, it's fine. Maybe because it's a newer game, I don't know. Interface is better. Yeah, we're going to have one more pass back up. And I don't know if there's a GPS path for... Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Hop on that. What are we doing? That is not at all what I wanted to do. There we go. You know, the same thing goes for my mother, too. There's a lot of mistakes she made that I just, I didn't allow to become a part of me. At the end of the day, you are not your parents. You are you. You know what I mean? So, you get to choose that for yourself. I'm not gonna lie. I hop on TikTok and get bored and I troll the hell out of people. Well, you just got to be very vigilant, very careful, and damn, there's not a whole lot I can do because I don't live in Argentina, you know, to help. I can just kind of try to give advice, but I think that you know, if you're feeling that way, some self-defense training would not hurt. God forbid you need to use anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a really tough situation. It really is. Like I said, I think some self-defense training would help. What is this? Oh, someone else. Okay. Yeah, well, that's not good either. Just in general, stuff like that is not good, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. If somebody hurt anybody in my family, like, they're gonna have a problem. And I'm not really one to talk. You know, I don't condone it. But I'm not really one to talk about things like that. But I will protect what I have to and who I have to. But I mean, for your sake of everything, I really hope nothing like that happens. Man, I'm really sorry that that's your situation right now. Well, it seems like you're a good egg, so that's at least a plus. A field detected. I'm right next to it. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Try to line this up decently. Okay. Turn that on. I guess we just lower it and go. Is that doing the thing? It is doing the thing. Okay. Well, you're going to school. You got to focus on that. Do your best with that. And then wow, that was weird. I tried to turn and it wouldn't turn. We're gonna have some wonky corners here. No, and that's a thing, and I applaud you for that. If somebody's toxic in your life, it doesn't matter who they are. Yeah, exactly. You focus on your schooling, you do well, try your best, and before you know it, you're going to be in the career that you're studying for, and moving through life and get your own place and live your own life. And you'll be away from all of that. And I really hope that everything works out for you. Again, you're worth it. People are worth it. You're worth it. Try to make a lot of wine thanks to your career. Wait, what is it you're going to school for again? Because I have a totally different thought in my head. Apparently. Or have you even... Did you ever even tell me? I don't know if you ever even told me. You might have, but I take in so much information from people in my life. Yeah, you might. I don't think you did. I think you just told me that you were going to school. But I take on so much information from people in my life. Like, I write things down, usually. Or make a note in my phone. To remember just like a detail somebody told me. Analogy. So what is it? What is that exactly the study of? We'll try to get back on a higher note here. We were getting real, you know. Let's get on a good note here. Some good information. Good vibes. Good vibes. Oh, okay. Now, is that a big thing down there in Argentina, or are you planning on taking that degree and looking elsewhere for work? I know California, huge winemaking state, at least here, and I know in the UK there's a decent amount of places as well, vineyards and such. Or are you trying to make your own vineyard? Because that would be pretty dope. I don't think we're going to have enough solid fertilizer on board here to do the whole field, which is fine. We have a fertilizer spreader, but get most of these passes done with this. I need a bigger seeder. Holy cow. Oh, okay. Alright, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was such a big wine culture down there. Okay. Cool. That's the thing, like I'm not well versed on, I guess, the commodities of different countries necessarily, but I like learning. It's awesome. Alright, so you're gonna have good opportunity right from the jump. It's awesome. Oh. Okay. Turn. Turn. This is not going to be a perfect planting, but I don't really care. It'll be okay. There's enough field here. 70% of Argentinian wine is made there. Wow. So you're basically like in the California of Argentina for wine. That's crazy. That's awesome. Like crazy in a good way. Because I'm pretty sure, like, in the States, California is the majority producer of wines. I don't know. I feel like you can, as long as you can grow grapes and turn it into wine, you can really do it anywhere. But just like where I am, like our main thing that we produce out of my state is corn. And it's feed corn, fuel corn, uh, like cornstarch stuff, and then regular sweet corn that you eat off the cob. So, see, and that's another reason I wish I had PC, because heck, we could be doing a freaking corn and wine farm, but I can't do alcohol on console, because it's rated E, so they just don't have that. The closest thing that I could do to beer is, like, I think I can grow hops and sell the hops, and that's it. But that's okay. And then obviously, like, corn, you know, whiskey, things like that. I can grow corn, do all that, and sell that stuff, but I can't actually produce through the productions content that is above the game rating, which is not available from the first place, so, which is fine. See vineyards every corner. Alright, bet. So what we can do on the Argentina map is we can have a grape orchard type deal. We can make a vineyard when we do that map. See? Look at that. Everything's coming together. It's going to be perfect. Unlike my planting down there. Oh yeah, we can have grapes. We could do what? Trying to think of what else there. I mean, there's olives, but I mean, they're olives. If we did like olives and potatoes and grapes and hops, we'd have a full operation of like the products for beer and wine and vodka. Olives can go along with for martinis. It's completely okay. I don't even drink anymore, but like, I'm down. But above all else, we're going to do grapes. I think we could make grape juice. I think we're good enough to where we could RP it being wine. The game will call it grape juice, but we know what it is. Which is basically all wine really is. It's just like adult grape juice. And my wife and I, we used to drink a lot of wine. A bunch of different types. Ah, yeah, see, it's important. Getting all this. Now, do you also have to take a botany course? Because I feel like that would be important. You know, the study of plants. Botany, it's the study of plants. Vegetation. I feel like if you're going to, like, grow plants that produce wine, you probably should know how to do that. Well, then again, I don't know exactly what kind of job you're looking to have, like what your position at a company or such would be. So I think that also plays a part in the actual job title that you would want to have. See, my thought process is like, I'd want to be out in the fields growing the stuff, tending to them. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. But if you're aiming more for like administrative role, I could see how you really necessarily wouldn't have to do botany. 2 biology and Spanish. One that studies human biology and plant biology. Okay. So, yeah, so botany basically is plant biology. Same thing. Same old thing. You hate it? Oh my goodness. I notice a trend with people that go to college is they want to enter a specific field of study, and then you have all of this other stuff that goes along with it, but pertains to the job that they want. And then they're going through school and go through these classes, and like, man, I hate these classes. Like, but it's part of the job you're going for. Like, it's part of what you're doing. So, I'm not trying to talk smack. I'm just saying it's kind of funny. I never went to college. I went straight into working with my hands, a lot of construction background. But I am going to be going back to school eventually, 6 months worth. It's not a college course or anything. It's I'm going to start working for a hospital and getting my emergency medical technician certification and become a emergency medical technician full-time paid. It's a much better opportunity for myself and my family, and I love helping people. I just need to be a little more active than I am at my current employer. There's nothing necessarily wrong with my current employer, but I believe in always trying to better yourself and do what your passions are. I've been a volunteer EMT before, and that's why I know that I enjoy doing that particular thing. Plus the other opportunities that come along with that. I mean, I could go as high as paramedic and whatnot. You're a numbers girl. Wait a minute. You're a numbers girl, and you're out here not helping me when we got numbers puzzles in games? Man, you gatekeeping the math brain. Mara just sees a puzzle in our games and loses all mathematic abilities. Gotcha. Alright, so yeah, so when me and Cyborg were doing math the other night, you're like, what? What are you guys talking about? Yeah, well now America tried to institute core math, which didn't make any sense. Instead of just doing regular equations, they want these kids doing these wild, crazy, way drawn out ways of doing math, and I don't understand why. Like, if for example, if the problem is going to be 4 times 6 plus 2, okay, well, we have for years we have what is called PEMDAS, and that's parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, in that order. That's how you do it. So if that's the equation, you do 4 times 6 first, right, which is going to bring you to what, 24, and then you do the addition, plus 2, you're going to have 26. So they don't want kids doing that anymore for some reason. They make them... Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button entirely. Ah! Okay, that's good. This. That. Okay, we're back, we're good. We're good. Oh my gosh. That was weird. See, you're sitting there, it's like another language to you, so for me it's normal. But now they have them draw like this, they draw a square, you make a cross in the middle of it to make 4 equal sections of it, and you put the numbers here, numbers there. It's like, man, I solved this 10 times over by the time they've got done drawing the dang square. Why are we Yeah, exactly. The new methods that they're using. I'm like, why are we doing this? It's not making people better at math. It's actually making them worse. Because my generation and generations before me, we can solve math equations like pretty quick. And these kids are taking 20 minutes sometimes on one equation. And it's like, why are you doing that? Why are we trying to take longer to do math? Oh boy. Okay. Gonna have to swing wide. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, oh my god, we missed it. Good. Probably gonna hit that. Alright. Alright, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Dang, we out here almost an hour total on this field just seeding it. Which actually isn't that bad. Still doing a lot better than that freaking harvester was doing. I'm efficient. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So anytime that my son has brought home math homework and, you know, I help him and stuff, I only know how to do math one way, right? So, but the school and the teacher want it written a certain way. So what we do is we'll take out a scrap piece of paper, and I've taught him the proper way of doing math and whatnot, and we'll solve and get the answer, and then basically use that to fill in the blanks of what they want to see on their paper. Because I'm not going to have my kid being dumb because of whatever reason. Now, in the U.S., the government kind of, they abolished that whole sector of controlling curriculum and gave the power back to the states. I think that's a good and bad thing, because now you have people within a state that are going to make things so much worse in the curriculum. And as parents, we don't know until the kid, you know, your kid brings home work. And you're like, what is this? Why are we doing this? You know, they want it done in there. It doesn't matter if you get the correct answer. And here's the other thing too, is that those new methods, a lot of the time, give the wrong answer. Like I did how I was taught to do math, and I know it's correct, and then I double, triple, quadruple check this with calculator and everything else. And I kept getting the same answer, right? So I was like, all right, I know what I'm doing. I'm not exactly sure what the school's doing, because the answer that they're getting by doing it through this new method is wrong. It's not the answer to the equation. It's not correct. But they won't accept anything else other than their way, and it's like, well, it's the wrong answer, though. Like, the mathematical equation does not equal to the answer through this method. So that means it's flawed and we should stop using it, right? You would think, right? No. They just want the answer that is through that method, and they don't care. It's not logical to me, and that's crazy because I only deal with logic. If something is not logical, it's like, okay, why are we going to do this then? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort, waste of brain power. But I'm going off of what you just said, that you had to teach your brother your way. Like, yeah, because there's a way to do math that you get the correct answer, and then there's the wrong way. So I don't know. I'm going to keep doing it the way I was taught, because it's just how it is. Alright, so I'm hoping what we're going to do here is make this pass. We're going to go fill back up with fertilizer, and that should hopefully get us to the rest of the field with fertilizer in here. I didn't follow what I was going to do. Oh. I just realized that it's still the same damn day that I'm planting here. That's okay. Unless the teacher is. Oh, luckily here, if you have the right answer, it doesn't matter the method you use. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. The American education system is definitely a wonder. And more of like, you wonder, why is it that way? Alright, get down here. We're going to go fill back up with fertilizer because we're about to be empty from it. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, make it, make it, make it. Oh my goodness. With 1 liter left. Yeah, let's go fill this back up. It's going to cost us a little bit of money. Got our nifty mod here to have it on the farm, but it does cost us money to use, so might as well fill that up. And we need this. Okie dokie. You say Harvard can't be that hard. So here's the thing about some of these Ivy universities, though, is that a lot of the instructors are from around the world. And, man, I don't know. I didn't go to college, so I can't speak too much on it. I've had 2 sisters, 2 of my 3 sisters did go to college. Not at Ivy League schools, but they went to school for what they wanted to do, you know, and they went to good schools for what they wanted to do. One became a dental assistant. I don't know if she wants to take that further and become a dentist herself, but she makes good money being a dental assistant, and you got to go to school for it. And then I got another sister who's a teacher, and she had to go to college for that. I think she went 6 years. And you know, she's pretty good at her job. So, and then my other sister, she is a dog groomer. So we got a different plethora of things that we all do. You know, I work in a group home with developmentally disabled adults. My mother works in a hospital ER. At this point, I don't know what her job is because she has furthered her education so many times and changed titles so many times that I'm not 100% sure what her current title is. She just knows how to do a lot in that ER. And then my father, he's retired. He was an electrician for over 30 years, which is the path I tried, but I'm not a great test taker, and you got to take this aptitude test to get in, and it's all math and writing and reading comprehension, which I have no problem with. But the issue that I do have at times is some of the math. It's just worded weird. So I think that I do a proper equation to figure it out, and apparently I don't. I don't know. I can do math. Don't get me wrong. I took geometry, trigonometry, algebra 1 and 2. Like, I can do math. It's just the way that they do it is intentional to trip you up. And also, for some reason, I don't know why in an electrical trade they want college graduates. You want those people to be the engineers and such. You don't need engineer level people to be the electrician. You need somebody that knows how to use a screwdriver and a freaking drill and how to read blueprints. It's pretty much the extent. Everything else you kind of learn on the job. What part of Mexico is that? That is insulting. Come on. You know, and I'm starting to feel that a little bit too, because a lot of people, like, they're like, oh, I'm from America, and then people are like, oh, well, what country in America? Because you have North America, South America, right? But it's like, you're from Argentina, right? You don't sit there and say, well, I'm from America. You say, I'm from Argentina. You know? oh, where is that located? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's in South America. But when, like, if I say, oh, I'm American, I'm from America, everyone has known forever that you're talking about the United States of America. And, you know, I don't know. But I also I don't put too much weight on things like that. Like, truthfully, it doesn't necessarily matter all that much to me. Anyway, like, but I can see, like, you know, like, your heritage, yeah, and they think America is a country, and they say, you mean the States? Well, the fun thing about America is it's a continent. But again, usually it's like, oh, I'm from, you know, if you hear someone with my type of accent, right, speaking the way I speak, and like I'm American, you're going to be like, okay, he's talking about the United States. Like, you just got to use common sense to put two and two together, you know? But it would be like, we're not made up of a bunch of different countries, like, you know, territories, like Europe is. Like, or what the UK is, like, so divided up, I believe. I don't know, I could be wrong on that too, but exactly, right? Like, yeah. We don't have that kind of name. Like, we were not privileged enough. Now, if you really wanted to get down to it, what I am is stupid as all hell. Okay, I am, again, I on the internet will say my state, but I won't say exactly where in the state. I'm in New Jersey, okay? State of New Jersey. We are called New Jerseyans. New Jerseyans? Yeah. That sounds stupid. I don't tell people that. You know, and we even shorten it up sometimes, like, hey, I'm from Jersey. Because now on a global scale, you can't be like, oh, I'm from Jersey, because that's a place elsewhere in the world. I'm in New Jersey, that was colonized and whatnot back in the day. And again, I'm not going to get into politics of crap, right? We're not going to get into the whole stolen land, this, that, whatever arguments. I don't partake in those types of conversations. Because although we talk about many different things here while we play, this is still a gaming channel. This is not a political channel. Right, United States of America, right? So, yeah. It's also a lot easier to just be like, yeah, I'm from the States or whatever, you know? Because then you just avoid that whole, well, what America are you in? What country? Blah, blah, blah. You avoid that entire conversation. You just say, like, yeah, I'm from the States. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I've talked to my fair share of international people. I mean, you know, we've had the conversation about that. Ain't no, you know, I don't know where I was going with that, but I have talked to my fair share of people from all over the world, and I found it's much easier, whether they're trying to be difficult or not, to just say that you're from the States instead of saying, you know, I'm from America or whatever. And also, I also have not found myself needing to explain that, because usually they're here, working, going to school, what have you. And it's like, yeah, well, obviously I'm from here. You're in the country I was born in, that we're having this conversation in. So if I say I'm from America, like, yeah. But yeah, I do know that the Southern American countries, you guys hold on to your heritage like bond, man. And I respect it. I respect it. It's just like, there are certain times, in my opinion, that it's like, I'm going to let that slide because the argument's not that important to me. It's worth far less than my energy and effort is. Like, for example, today, right? I'm on TikTok, of course. Hey, debating's fine. Debating's fine. Again, you already know. No politics on this channel. We don't do that. But I was on TikTok today, and I decided, just like a little trolling joke. I didn't honestly think it was gonna be anything or anyone was even gonna care. So there's a slang way of speaking and saying, instead of saying I don't, people are saying ion. And I thought it was funny to, like, hey, I know what an ion is from science, right? I know it's slang. I understand that, and I know what the slang is. Like, I have a 12-year-old, okay? I hear this stuff all the time. When I was growing up, we had our own slang, right? Every generation has it. Anyway, yeah, good. Yeah, politics suck. Here's the one and only time you're ever going to hear me speak about politics on stream. Okay? The world is messed up. We're all doomed. They don't care about us. We should just try to be as happy as we can, love one another, and be kind. That's my political statement. Back to my TikTok story here. So I looked up the actual definition of the word ion, right? And I just screenshotted it. And I just posted it as a reply to somebody that was using it, like, in a serious comment as a, on somebody's TikTok. And it was an AI video on top of that, right? So people are commenting on this AI video, thinking it's real, because that's just the state of the world we're in, I guess. And all I did was post this reply, right? Oh my God, did I get attacked? And I was like, man, I can't even make a joke in 2026 anymore? Come on. That's crazy work. Like, it was obviously, dude, I had people attacking me. You better take this comment off and apologize, this, that, whatever. So I deleted the comment, not for any other reason other than the fact that I'm not having my battery die because so many people are so butthurt over a joke that they are attacking me on a social media platform on a post that I don't care about. It wasn't that deep, you know what I mean? Like, I legit was trolling and joking and stuff, and whatever. So I guess some people just can't take a joke, but so many people attacked me, like, trying to defend this person's honor. The person that I made the reply to didn't even comment back to me. They didn't even reply to me. Oh God, what are we doing here? What is... I don't know. Did I just come up this one? I don't know. We're gonna go down this one. Hold on. Actually, we're gonna stop here. Did I do all of this? No. Alright, so I need to do that. And, okay, actually, we're good. We're in the proper lane. We're good. I'm gonna go down, come back up, and we're good. Yeah, TikTok can get pretty intense. And look, it was my gaming channel that I'm using too, right? Because that's the one that I'm usually on. Actually, I only have 2 TikTok accounts. One is for posting my clips, which is the one I was using today, right? And I'm not worried about it. Like, hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? I tell you, I got a lot more people viewing my account. But, anyway. I have, another one for, like, going live on TikTok. Just so that it's set up for when I have, the ability to actually put this stream on through TikTok properly. So, got one more pass here. Then we're gonna sleep for in-game sleep for the night and go on to the next day, and then we should also... Oh my god. Mid-freaking sentence. Controller dies. I never even got a notification that the batteries were dying. I literally just as I started speaking again, I'm freaking scrambling to get batteries in this before I run off the end of the field here. Oh my gosh. That was wild. I just dropped something also over here that I need to pick up. There we go. Oh. Yeah, what happened? I freaking... controller just up and died. I'm like talking. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, moving on from all of that stuff. People are crazy. People take things to heart way too much. I don't understand why. Well, there's certain aspects of life that's just are not that serious. But, I mean, it was an overwhelming amount of people that are, oh my god, but you know how it is one person complains and says, like, you have to do this, you have to be a certain way, and then everybody else jumps on the bandwagon. And it's like, man, I just wanted to make a joke. But I deleted that and I just commented, man, you can't even make a joke in 2026 anymore. Because you can't. People are so soft. They're so sensitive. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. My upbringing was not that. My upbringing was, you could make jokes, you could laugh, and it's better off than trying to bottle everything up. We need to hop to the store here. Okay, it's at the store. We're going to take the 710. There it is. We're going to take the 710. You learned English for them? Wait, what does that even mean that they said that you learned for them? Yeah, you learn British, which is what I believe is considered the King's English or something like that. Like technical whatever, I don't know. But still, oh my god, that car's flying. Oh my god. We're not safe out here. We're gonna die. Somebody's gonna freaking crash into us. Yeah, but for someone to say that you learned a language at all for them, that doesn't even make logical sense. Our canola that we just planted, growing, nice. We gotta go pick up this fertilizer spreader, fill that up, do a second round of fertilizer on it, and then we're just gonna speed through time until harvest. And then we're gonna harvest all the canola. So, repeat. But, since these do take a while to do, all these tasks, these streams are going to be very goal-oriented, so that they don't go for 12 hours, which I absolutely would love to do a 12-hour stream one day. Kind of tough, but maybe I'll do something more like a 6 or 8 hour stream one day, a nice big one, depending on how I feel that day of this game. Correct. So, and the other thing too is, so, I don't know if you know this, but, the in the States here, in the South, people got a pretty thick, distinct accent. So that accent, the reason that exists in places like Texas and Florida, Alabama, Louisiana is a bit thicker and harder to understand, but you know what I'm talking about. Southern U.S. The reason that exists is that accent actually came from England and was the original accent used by peasants. So if you hear someone with like that southern drawl, a southern accent from the United States, that's very old England peasant accent. And I don't know, I just learned that like last year. And I was like, that is crazy. Old people sound Italian there. Speaking of Italian, there's a game that I got. It is a psychological horror game I wanted to play on stream and such. And I researched more into it. I cannot put it on stream or YouTube. I'll get flagged. I'll get banned. All this kind of stuff. And it's because it depicts pretty sensitive issues and pretty graphic issues of self-harm and mutilation and things like that. The game is called Martha is Dead, and it's based in Italy. Yeah, it is so bad that I can't put it on stream. Even like not even like forget YouTube, all that, right? I could. So people have tried to put that game out on YouTube and stream and things like that before, and they get banned. They get banned, or the video on YouTube gets flagged and taken down. It's pretty intense. I started playing it a little bit. My wife was watching before. Where you're supposed to watch it. Well, look, I am personally not going to take the risk, but there are certain YouTubers that were able to, I guess, edit their videos in such a way where they're able to post it. So you could definitely go on there and watch. I currently, like, I got to build my studio and all that stuff and get my capture card going, my interface going. And that all, hopefully by this winter, is going to come together and happen. And then I'll have a camera, be able to see the new studio I built. It'll be nice. The name of the game is Martha is Dead. And I read a synopsis of it. I was like, man, that's like a really cool, like, a really cool game, like the story of it, the premise of it and everything. But even when I literally just turned it on to play by myself today, it came with a huge warning. I am not going to fertilize this field. We're going to allow a worker to do this, because I just don't feel like it, and I have the money to pay a worker. Okay, and go. And who is this? We're going to call him Justin. He looks like a Justin. I don't know. Yeah, it was a huge warning when I turned the game on. Like, it said flat out, the first thing was this is intended for, adults. That the game is rated in a way that, it's for adults. Like, so you got to be 18 or older for, that's the target audience for it. Justin Bieber. But this man is Asian. But we're still going to call him Justin. Yeah, because of the depictions of self-harm, mutilation, things like that. Whole big, and it's like if you are easily disturbed by, oh my god, you did not just type that. You did not just say that. That's crazy. So I don't have the ability just yet to make cuts and things for YouTube to be able to get around the red tape, so to speak, for certain games. Heck, you know, I like to watch Hollow, right, on YouTube. Pretty decent sized creator. And he was playing High on Life when that came out, and he got in trouble. Not in trouble, but like they limited ads on his first video that he made of it. They age restricted it, like all this stuff that, you know, like that's what he does for a living. He makes YouTube content, and he made no money off that video. And that, for, you know, content creator, is pretty big when that's your income stream. Is you're banking on every video to bring you some dollar signs, and when one doesn't, you're like, uh-oh. So, you know, there are certain things that I will not be doing on stream or putting on YouTube. That's why I was so worried about Drug Dealer Simulator, because of the, I mean, it's in the name of the game. And I know a lot of creators do that stuff, and they play it. But, it's tricky, is what I'll say. So, but, you know, we're Scorn seemed to be a pretty good hit, so that's why we're going to do Necrophysis. That comes out, what is today? Or not today, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is the 26th. No, I'm sorry, that's today. The 27th is tomorrow. So, Thursday is when Necrophysis comes out. I ordered the, ears. I know, and you know what, that's the point. It was supposed to be unsettling. It's not all jump scares, right? There's many different kinds of horror. You know, so that's why I said we have to finish Unmourned, so that when Necrophysis drops, we can hop on there. I know you like jump scares. That's why we play jump scare games mixed with the other ones. But I gotta say that as far as you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm out here on Twitch trying to grow a community, so channel growth here and on TikTok and on YouTube, Scorn did some numbers compared to other things, other games that I've done. So, man, this 710 is beautiful. And the only reason I'm actually having a worker do this fertilizing instead of me is I'm not trying to figure out where the heck I gotta go. I know that we have the GPS. I just ran back and forth on the GPS, and don't want to do that right away back to back, because we are going to be the ones harvesting this field ourselves. And like I said, these streams are going to be goal oriented. If you're just joining, the goal here is we're going to finish fertilizing this. We're going to skip some time, get it to harvest. We're going to harvest the field and sell our crop and see where we're at. This series is a $100 million farm series. Can we make it a profitable $100 million farming empire? So that's where we're going to be at for the night, is see what we make off of this field of canola. And if you want to see how this series goes, do not be shy. Give a follow. Turn on notifications if you would like. And come back and hang out, you know. This is going to be a new series here on the Twitch channel and on YouTube. VODs of this will be uploaded. And if you don't want to miss it, you know what to do. Got Justin here, fertilizing our field. I'll have to find a game that'll actually make you jump. Alright, bet. I will find a game that will actually make you jump. And here's the problem, right? So we were playing Visage. And that apparently is supposed to be, like, still to date, like, the scariest game on console, right? It's going to be hard to top that. And you were not jumping necessarily during that game. You've watched it multiple times for other streamers as well, you said, before you found me, so I will find something. And if I can't find... See, but that's where scoring and stuff comes in, right? Scoring, necropolis. If I can't make you jump scare, I'm going to make you uncomfortable. In a horror video game way. And that's what Martha is Dead. That's what that game also is. It's psychological discomfort. It's not a jump scare thing. But the story so far that I've gone through is chef's kiss. It's really good. Ew, no. Listen. You signed up for this. Hey, I'm giving you a break from the grossness. We got farming going on here. This is pretty tame for the channel, all things considered, of all the games that we've played so far this year. It's tame. Oh, you know what I do have to do tomorrow? Since my wife is going to be home. Well, we got to wait for my son to come home too, because he's also watching it with us. We are... we've been watching the movie Exit 8. But, I think that game would be more bloody. Screen is ew. I don't... Martha is Dead is more bloody. And here's the thing. When you go watch that, is if you do find somebody that was able to keep a video up on YouTube of it, they most likely have skipped, or because the really graphic scenes, the game gives you an option to skip. They're very conscious about how people react to things. Streaming Farm Sim right now, I can't even get into detail of the one scene. All I can say is that I did not skip it because you ever hear the term curiosity killed the cat? Well, when a game and all the reviews are saying how crazy and how bad something is, I'm like, come on, how bad can it be? Now I'm curious. And to be honest, the visual itself of the scene, again, I can't unfortunately get it exactly. I'm the cat. and how many times in horror games have I been the cat already, right? It's like, oh, what does this do? Oh, that was a bad idea. I can't, again, I just got to be careful here because I just don't want this innocent Farm Sim video to get flagged or banned or anything. But the scene, I didn't skip through it, and to be honest, like, the visuals of it, like, you've seen worse in horror movies. You've seen worse in some other games, right? But it's the weight of the moment mixed with the visual of what's happening, mixed with the weight of the story that you're playing, that makes it extremely uncomfortable to go through. Me personally, I was not thrown off by it at all because of the amount of horror movies and horror games that I've played. That scene, I can say that Madison, the ending was worse than the one scene that I saw today. Now, I don't know, I haven't gotten very far in the game. I mean, I played it for maybe an hour and a half today. So I don't know how much worse Martha is Dead gets. But, yeah, it's unfortunate that I don't feel comfortable enough putting it on stream or up on YouTube or anything, just because, again, I don't want to get flagged for anything. I don't want to put in the time and effort and have a video taken down. I don't want to get banned. It doesn't matter. You're kind of shock proof. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Is you consume so much content, you're like, alright, yeah, cool. That's why, like that new movie that came out, Obsession, all these people are freaking out and whatnot. Like, what I'm gathering is these are reactions of people who don't normally consume horror content. I mean, people are flipping out leaving movie theaters over this movie Obsession, and they're all upset, right? Okay. Have you seen any of the Terrifier movies? I have Terrifier 1, 2, and 3 all unrated. I have all the Saw movies all unrated. It's not in Argentina yet? Okay. Has Markiplier's Iron Lung come to Argentina yet? That's a movie I really want to see. One, just, you know, fan of Markiplier. He's been doing it for a long time out on YouTube and such. And, you know, I like his content. So I would assume that his movie is also pretty damn good. According to reviews, it is pretty good, so. But, yeah, so, yeah, that movie Obsession. I mean, I'm sure you can at least search clips and whatever online that people are putting up. Yeah, they can be considered old movies for you. I mean, you're really not all that much younger than me, you know what I mean? Hey, we have... Where is it? Why don't I have the notification of it? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to butcher you. Ling Ledin 001. I'm going to try my best there. As a new follower, we have hit 25. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. All the support is much appreciated. I'm happy you are enjoying yourself to the point where you felt you wanted to follow. You're 22. Oh. Alright, you're kind of young, I guess. Ish. I don't know. I'm 33. I don't consider myself old. But back to the matter at hand here. Thank you so much for your follow. Turn on the notifications, you know, next time we're going live. Which is pretty much every day. Oh, we should be almost done with this field. Yeah, movie effects can be a big difference, but look. Well, no, the Terrifier movies aren't all really that old. I mean, Terrifier 3 just came out, what, last year, right? Last year, year prior, 2 years ago? So, I mean... Okay, so we got... He's got the ends to do here, and then he's good. And then we'll be able to fast forward to harvest. We'll harvest it. We'll sell it off, see what we make, see where we're at. At the end of each Farm Sim stream, we're going to see where we're at with money. And just try to reach that goal of having $100 million in the bank as we grow the farm. That's a nice big field there. I don't know how much that costs, though. I'm going to have to figure that out. Autopsy of Jane Doe. I have seen that a while back. So I don't remember all the details of it, but yeah. Now, I'll tell you a movie that I could not sit and watch because of some opening events that happened. Was, it's called The Last House on the Left. and it involved the SA of a minor young girl, and I did not like to see that on screen. I don't agree with things like that being depicted on screen. It's just not necessary, and I walked out of that movie. Did not stay. I think it was the first 10-15 minutes, and I was done. I was not about it. It's like, no way. So there are certain things that are going to get me uncomfortable to the point where I won't watch a movie. But if it's just like gore and paranormal stuff and, you know, general things that have been in movies for a long time, like, okay. But I'm not going to stick around for, especially after those files were released. Come on now. You know the files I'm talking about. I am not going to stick around and consume any content that involves that kind of crap. Not going to happen. But from what I remember, The Autopsy of Jane Doe was a very good movie. I'm big into the paranormal type movies. Like dealing with like demons and stuff. You have demonic possession. See, I have not seen that movie. I'm big on the Rob Zombie movies, though. I enjoy House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, 31, his rendition of Halloween, which the original creators of Halloween with Michael Myers asked him to do that. That's fair. That's fair. And to be totally honest, when I don't have anything to watch, that like I'm bored, there are 2 things that I will throw on, right? I will throw on some random crime documentary, and the other one is I'll throw on like a space documentary, learn about planets and such, and other interstellar craziness that goes on in space, which also coincidentally makes me absolutely terrified of space. But yeah, I will throw on a documentary of sorts. It should be almost done. Maybe along this side and along the other side, right? I think. I'm gonna figure out where he's going. Hey, look, if it's free, I still stand by there are certain situations in movies that shouldn't be there on screen. It can be very, obviously very off-putting, and that's probably part of the point, but it can also be really sensitive for people that are in an audience that have unfortunately experienced that situation before. And it's like reliving their trauma, and that's not cool, man. Like, if you're going to put out a movie and it's going to have depictions of like SA and stuff like that in it, you need to warn people about, like, hey, this movie depicts this, so that if they choose, they don't want to relive terribleness and evil, then they can choose not to, rather than being surprised by it when they sit down and watch a movie. You know? And being a father of a little girl, like, I'm not gonna, again, between the files and my morals, I'm not gonna consume that content. It's not okay for me, in my head, to, or for, oh wow, he's done. For people to put that in there. Hey, look, hey. At least that's a plus, right? A little first-person action as we go. So anyway, moving on from that, like, topic, because that is absolutely not what my streams are about. Little PSA. SA is terrible, it's evil, it's horrible. End of conversation on that subject. We're going to move forward. Look at the fog down there. That's wild. think there's a pond or something down there, maybe. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So, we've done that. We're going to fast forward time to harvest. I don't even have a power washer to clean my equipment. That's okay. It can stay dirty for now. Alrighty. Alrighty, Rudy. Where are we going to put this? I probably should put everything away in something, but, yeah, you know. Okay, so canola takes a little bit. We're going to have to fast forward a few months here. I think it takes like 6 months. We're going to keep an eye on it, though. We're going to go into the map, look at the growth, just to see where we're at. I really don't know what it could be. I mean, I guess one thing we could probably look into adding... Wow, look at this. So cool. This map is so cool. Let's see. Construction. Animals. We were talking about getting some piggies. Let's see. So this will hold 50. How big is it? Oh my gosh, what's happening? Do they just stay inside here, or do I make a, I don't know. There's flies and mosquitoes flying around. You can hear them. We got a pasture that we cannot afford. Alright, we're gonna see how this fares out, and I want to put it in this area, I think. It's really the only area I have. Well, it's not the only area, but not much space over there. Alright, so we're gonna kind of plop this, and I want a good space in between that shed. I'm gonna kind of plop this here. And then we'll get some landscaping going on. Yes, biggie. Cute little piglets. Some landscaping going on. And you know what? I think... Not animal mud. Oh, I can't even place dirt. Alright, so let's see what the animal mud looks like. Is it the same? Okay. So we're going to make this whole thing a little bit bigger. And then we'll make a little driveway. That's crazy. I can hear... That airplane sounds literally like if I walked out my front yard in the middle of the day. That's what it sounds like here. All the time. We got so many airports. Okay. Alright, looks pretty good. We'll get rid of this here just because. Alright, now we have to make... And I'm using the circle because I don't want it to be perfect. It's dirt. But we do have to make a little thing here for our slurry. Because we're going to pick that up and we're going to sell that right at our fill station. Is it going to be at that fill station? I don't know. Might have to get a different one, but okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, we're good here. And it seems like I guess all the pigs just stay right in here. But this will give us a little bit of something else to do while we fast forward time each time. So that we can make sure they're fed and whatnot. And oh, that means I'm also going to have to pick up a trailer that can transport that slurry. Be our animals, barrels, and I'm going to go with this mod trailer because it holds a lot. Does not mean necessarily... Yeah, screw it. We're just going to go with that. Everything else is John Deere colored. And I don't want to overwhelm the farm with John Deere colors, so... What does this look like? Yeah, sure. Just get black rims and bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so we'll pick it up at the shop at some point. But right now we gotta order up some piglets. Um, how much does this hold? 50. Okay. So get like 12 of each. That gives us 36 and gives them some room to where are they? Oh, they're all. Oh, look at hello, little piggies. Okay, I can come in here. Oh, I got a little heating lamps. Oh, they barely walk. Okay. So we need to. What do they eat though? Like, I know they eat pig food, but like, is there? Should be like an information tab, right? Help, how to start. I just want to see if there's anything further I can. Okay. Food: corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sorghum, and sugar beets. When it comes to providing food for pigs, they are most time-consuming animal because you need to feed them a variety of crops. You need to grow yourself. Okay. So that's why we just get pig food, because it's all of that in one. Gotta take this fertilizer spreader off. Okay. And then I'm gonna go pick up that little trailer. Oh wait, no. Oh, crud. Well, we're gonna have to go into some debt here. We're gonna have to go in a little bit of debt, unfortunately. I was trying to avoid that, but take $100,000. Need to grab ourselves a truck. What truck are we gonna grab though? The Ford. Now I know they're all gonna say Lizard or whatever, but this is a Ford. We got Silverados. We got a Ram. I do like the Ram, but got a couple different Silverados here too. Let's see. We got. Okay. Then of course we got Old International as well. Can't do much to it, but it'll tow, I think. Yeah. We're gonna go with the Ram. I think do drop hitch, adjustable hitch. Do 3,500 because it's a 3,500. Do the Michelins. Duals with it lifted. That looks good. I don't know if we want that or not. I don't think so. We want it nice and clean. Get some side steps going on there. That looks good. Strobes, of course. Stock exhaust, tinted up windows. Yeah, we want to the right. Yeah. Main color. All right. So I'm going to go with actually making my my friend's RAM, if you guys don't mind. Grill color chrome. Bumper color is black. Decals. On his truck, he turned into. Let's see if they have anything like that. This might be the closest. I think it's actually darker than that. Yeah. Okay. These steps that he has. Boom, boom. Oh, no, he got rid of those last year. He has black ones now. Rear accent we're not going to worry about. Window sticker is this. It's white. Right in the back there. And rim color is... Yep. Now we need the bed for this guy. Attachers. No attachers. We don't need that. Dual fenders. I'm going to put everything in there because it is a farm truck with a fuel tank. And now do the same thing. The decals were there. Bed accessories, we'll leave black, that looks fine. Now we're going to hop right into that, right at the store. And we'll have to make a couple trips here because we need to get the feed trailer and the slurry. We're going to take the feed trailer back first because that has to happen first, which is also our way to take out a loan. We've got to feed these piggies. Those strobes working, that's nice. Love it. So, I actually got two friends that have a Ram. Only one of them has the dually, though. And funny enough, they're both actually black trucks. But one of them's got a 1500, the other one's got a 3500. And since other people are flying on this road, I might as well too. But yeah, we absolutely needed to have a work truck out here. Had to take out a loan to do it, which is unfortunate. But we'll see what we make back off of this field of canola in a little bit. Don't want to pass our driveway here. Stay out of the ditches. And we're going to find out how much it's going to cost to feed these dang pigs. I don't know how much this, Oh no. We're also in a frickin' tight spot there because... Oh boy. Okay. We're just going to do it. We need this one. Put this one over here. Okay. We're just going to do it. We're going to bite the bullet. That was $5,000. If we have to take a little bit more out, we'll take a little bit more out. We're going to try not to, though. Alright. Fill this up with pig food. It's very expensive. Right there was almost $8,000. Gosh, I never grabbed a drink for myself before I started streaming tonight. Whoopsie doodles. Okay. Come on now. You can do this. There we go. Dump her out. Before we go nuts here, we're going to fast forward a month, and we're going to see how much they consume at the age that they're at. There is 36 of them, but we're just going to see where they're at as far as consumption, because being 8 grand for every 8,000 liters. Let's see how much they eat. Now, they are going to produce slurry right away, but not a lot because of their age. They're all about to be 1 month old. That's not really going to be a lot. As they do get older and bigger, they're going to create more. They're going to reproduce, which is going to create more pigs in the pen. Let's see. Alright, so they didn't consume all that much. So we're going to leave it with 1 trailer for now. And we're going to try to get... Easy, guys. We're going to try to get this field to harvest so we can harvest and sell that off. And end this little episode, I guess you want to call it, of this new farm in Minnesota here. And we're just going to leave that there. At some point, I guess after we harvest, we'll put everything away. Nice and neat. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got going on here. We are in the yellow. So we're still pretty early in the process. I always love the loading screens that they have here. It's raining. It's a-raining. It's supposed to be. I hear rain. But I don't see rain. We're just coming out to check on their food. Oh, a little bit of rain there, I saw. Okay, so they still got 7,000 liters of food. I think we're going to be okay to leave them until harvest. And we'll feed them, harvest the field, sell it off, put everything away. And that's the goal for tonight. So we'll see what we can figure out next time. But those pigs, they're going to bring us some good money. It's going to be returning revenue because of this, both the slurry and... Oh, why am I going out here? I have the map. The slurry and being able to sell the pigs for profit. And, yeah. Gosh, I hope I don't have to end stream early. I might have a... Okay. Just trying to get through here, and we actually might have to end before my goal here tonight, unfortunately, because... Rain make you fall asleep. Because, again, I'm a dad. My wife is not feeling well. She's sick. And she, I think needs me to, take our daughter so that she can sleep properly. They both can sleep properly. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a new plan here. Okay, so we've brought ourselves to harvest, and not for nothing. We've put in some work today, okay? We're at 2.5 hours. We are ready to harvest. And honestly, I think that's a good place to halt it right there. Is next time we pop in here, is going to be tomorrow night, maybe? Tomorrow night, maybe this, and then I think we're going to substitute the random Thursday night game for finishing Unmourned. And that way we can start Necropolis on Friday. I think that's a good course of action. And then Saturday night, we'll be back here in Minnesota at this farm. So, yeah. I think it's a pretty good place to stop. What do you guys think? Yes? Yes. Okay. I don't really have a choice. I gotta, unfortunately, I gotta go. I gotta tend to family matters here and take care of my wife and daughter. So, I greatly appreciate everybody for hanging out. I appreciate, and I'm going to try to say this properly. I don't know. Lingledan? I don't know. 001? I'm so sorry if I butcher your username, but shout out to you for the follow tonight. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. If you are following me here on Twitch, TikTok, or YouTube, greatly appreciate you also. You've been along for the ride. Special shout out to Mara here, my mod. She's always a great time, a good vibe in the chat. Feel free to chat when you're in here. She'll chat with you. I'll chat with you. You can hang out. If you're not following on any of the platforms that I listed before, you should consider it. Because, you know, we do everything from play fun games. We get a little bit of deep thought on here sometimes. Make sure that if you decide to follow, you turn on notifications so you don't miss the next time that I am live, or if you're going to see stuff on YouTube next time that I post a video or a short or anything that you want to consume. Anyway, that's it for me. I am Tenron JT93. Peace. Have a great night.